To the top story now, which is what's happening with the ICICI Bank saga. The fresh thing that we can pick up today morning is that CBI has registered a PE, which is a preliminary inquiry into the alleged nexus between ICICI MD and CEO Chanda Kochhar's husband, Deepak Kochhar, and Videocon Group's Venugopal Dhoot. Neha Bothra is now joining us for more details.
Indeed, it's coming as a big twist in this ICICI Bank saga. In fact, today morning, everyone woke up to reports about CBI filing a preliminary inquiry into the alleged nexus between the promoter of Videocon, that is Venugopal Dhoot, and also Deepak Kochhar, who is the husband of MD and CEO Chanda Kochhar. While the preliminary inquiry does not name Chanda Kochhar specifically, it says that if these allegations are verified, a call will be taken at a later stage whether to include her name. Do remember that as far as the preliminary inquiry is concerned, this is only the first step, and officials have about 3 months to look into the matter, basis which they either close the inquiry or they convert it into a FIR. So this is a developing story. But more importantly, do remember that as far as these allegations are concerned, they relate to a web of transactions and go back a couple of years. In fact, there are indications based on inputs provided by a shareholder who was a whistleblower, Arvind Gupta, who alleged that basis certain transactions, he could trace some shady transactions that indicate that the promoter of Videocon, that is Venugopal Dhoot, had provided sums of money to a company that is New Power Renewable and is also owned by Deepak Kochhar and 2 other relatives. This, we are told, was done 6 months after he converted his ownership to a trustee that was owned by Deepak Kochhar, and in exchange of 9 lakh crore rupees, this transfer of ownership was done. And we are told that 6 months after that, Videocon Group allegedly got a loan of about 3,250 crore rupees from ICICI Bank. On its part, ICICI Bank's board has rallied very strongly behind their MD and CEO. In fact, they have said that as far as the questionable loan is concerned, they have found no wrongdoing at all after a detailed internal review. In fact, they said that as far as the loan in question is concerned, ICICI Bank was part of the consortium that was led by State Bank of India. There were 20 other banks in the consortium, and decisions were not taken by ICICI Bank alone. In fact, they say that the terms and conditions offered by ICICI Bank to Videocon were on similar lines to those offered by other banks. In fact, they've gone on to say that as far as the credit committee is concerned, even though Chanda Kochhar was part of the committee, she was not in that committee. And they further clarified that they saw no conflict of interest because Videocon Group, they say, was not an investor in New Power Renewables. And thereby, they said that Chanda Kochhar was under no obligation to recluse herself from these meetings. In fact, they also told us on Wednesday in a statement that was issued in the evening that the internal review done by ICICI Bank finds no scope for any nepotism or favoritism as far as these loans are concerned. And they said that they are also very confident about the leadership of Chanda Kochhar. They have full faith in her leadership, and they said that they are very confident that the internal controls based on the review found at ICICI Bank are very strong and leave no loopholes as far as influencing decision to give loans by any individual employee is concerned. So clearly, we are seeing Chanda Kochhar in the eye of a storm, which involves her family, but we have the ICICI board strongly reposing their faith and confidence in her leadership, and further investigations are yet to be carried out in the matter by the Central Bureau of Investigation, and this perhaps will throw more light on what really these alleged transactions are and whether or not they tantamount to any conflict of interest or any lapses as far as disclosure is concerned, because at this point we are also given to understand that markets regulator SEBI is looking into possible lapses of corporate governance issues at ICICI Bank.